Okay, guys, today I'm going to show you how to edit articles on rotoden.com. So, first thing you're going to do is sign in. And once you sign in, you're going to go to posts. So, okay, right now the title over here is messed up. We're going to have that fixed by the time of release, so don't worry about that. Okay. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to search for you're going to search for your name, because basically what's going to happen is when writers write articles, they're going to put your name at the end of the title of their article, so to signify which articles you know to edit. So an example is if your name is Jacob, right? You're going to search Jacob, and sorry about this. We're going to get this fixed. As you can see, the first article ends with Jacob over here. So it says, has Kevin Durant already ruined the league? And then it says Jacob. Again, sorry about the vertical. That'll be fixed by release. So you're going to click on the article. If it says your name, to edit at the end. See? Oh, this is a better example. Has Kevin Durant already ruined the league? And then it'll say Jacob, which is the editor's name after. So you'll know which article to edit. Okay, so as you can see, this is just a sample article I made for the video. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to get rid of this before you post it. You're going to, okay, so I don't really have any, there's no real content of this article because this is just a sample. But basically we already have spell check built in, but or we're going to have spell check built in, but basically just check for grammar mistakes, make sure the paragraph structure is good. Maybe if they quote a specific fact, make sure they back up that fact or back up that statistic. Search the statistic to make sure if it's correct. For example, if they say Kevin Durant shot 38% from three-point land in 2016 to 17, just do a quick Google search and make sure that that statistic is correct. So editing, I'm just going to write this here so you guys know. Editing is going to focus on 5 things. Spelling, which I don't know if the spell check plugin is active right now, but it'll be active by the time of release. Spelling, grammar, paragraph structure. By paragraph structure, I just basically mean that make sure that the article is set up in a readable way. You know, all the writers are going to be editing are pretty good writers, so we don't think any of it's going to be too bad. But just make sure the basic paragraph structure is good and it's easy to understand and comprehend. Spelling, grammar, paragraph structure, statistics, and then check for statistics, or make sure to fact check in the presidential debate. So you got to make sure to fact check if someone cites a fact or something. Okay, so also you don't have to, but feel free to make minor improvements if you want to, just in how the article's organized and stuff. Or if you want to, just message your writers in the group chat and maybe make some suggestions on how they can make their articles better. So, for example, this article maybe was by Fred. I don't know, it was by Fred. So you would message Fred in your editor to writer group chat, and you would say, "Listen, Fred, I read your article. It was really good. I just have a few suggestions that would make it better." And then tell Fred, and then Fred will make some adjustments, and you can edit it further. So just to recap the actual content edit quick: spelling, which is basically going to be corrected by spell check, so you don't really have to worry so much about it. Grammar, paragraph structure, fact checking statistics, and fact checking facts. If someone says Phil Jackson is the coach of the Atlanta Hawks, you know that's not true. So take that out. Okay. So that's basically content editing. Next part of editing is going to be photo editing. Also, there's going to be category editing and tag editing. Just make sure the categories and tags are correct. Make sure if someone writes an article about Paul Millsap, the category doesn't say 76ers, you know. Make sure it says Hawks. Because the writers should know to put everything in the appropriate categories and tags, but sometimes they won't. So just make sure those are correct. Okay, this is really important. Featured image. So so when they select their featured image, um, I mean it should be up when they select it, but it should basically there should only be featured images from the actual media library. There shouldn't be any of their own featured images. So what we're going to do is you're basically just going to make sure that that photo they chose was from the media library. You don't even really have to do this because basically by the time of release we're going to have one photo right here, which is basically going to be the latest photo, and it's going to basically say and we're basically going to know if anyone added any photos because we're going to routinely check if the latest photo is still the same. You guys could check that as editors too. Just make sure that's the same. We'll tell you what the latest photo is so you know. Obviously, there will be more photos come and gone as the site goes along. So whenever there's a photo change of latest photo, we'll let you all know in the editor group chat on GroupMe. So keep that in mind. Okay. So just check the featured image, check the categories and tags. Up here, check the content. Okay. Last is SEO, search engine optimization. So search engine optimization, I think you already know what it is. It's basically just to get the article as far up on the Google search as possible. So just make sure the focus keywords are good. Make sure that if someone wrote an article about Kevin Durant, focus keyword isn't too long. Focus keyword isn't Kevin Durant, Warriors, Thunder. Just make sure it's not too long. Make sure it's simple to understand. Kevin Durant, or if you're writing an article about Kevin Durant, player profile, Kevin Durant profile, you know, or Kevin Durant bio. Just make sure it's easy to understand, and you know you can have multiple keywords to make sure they're all easy to understand. For the SEO, make sure the title's on green, unless it's a shorter title, and then I guess it's okay on red. Just make sure the SEO is good. Make sure the meta description is good and the meta description is on green. The meta description is just a short description of the article. So just make sure there are no spelling mistakes or anything. Make sure that's all good. So I'm just going to do a quick recap of how to edit articles. You go to posts. You look for posts with your name at the end. And the name at the end will be the name that you use on the chat. So I'm saying Jacob right now, but you can really discuss with your writers what name you want to be called, and then they'll do it accordingly. So again, go to posts, look for your name, edit the article, make sure spelling's okay, grammar's okay, paragraph structure's okay, statistics are okay, fact check everything, make sure the featured image is okay, make sure categories and tags are appropriate, make sure the search engine optimization is okay, meaning that the meta description is on green, the title is appropriate, and all the focus keywords are kind of intuitive and easy to understand. Also, just reminding you, make sure that when it says Jacob, don't only edit this, also edit this, because then it's going to come up as this. So just edit the last word, take out Jacob of the, Kiri. Press OK, and it'll take it out. Okay. So that's basically for editing articles. Obviously, when you're done checking everything over, you're going to press update, and then it's going to go out on the side. Obviously, if it's your own articles, you don't really have to edit them because your editor's already. So that's basically it for that. Now I'm just going to remind you, for those of you who are content managers and mentors, not all of you, just those who are content managers and mentors. So you're going to be mentoring some developing writers. Developing writers are going to write on rotothaneast.com and rotothaneWest.com. So what you're going to do is every couple of weeks, you're just going to go on rotothaneast and rotothaneWest.com. There's going to be an allotted list of articles. that written by your mentees or the few developing writers that you mentor, and you're just gonna see you're just gonna give them like a short like review or a short status update about where they stand as a writer and what they can improve on. You know, just every couple of weeks or a month, just um, just to let them know that there's tabs on them. This is if you're a mentor. If you're a content manager, just go on that site and just make sure that that the featured images are okay. We're going to give more instructions to the content managers and editors as we get closer to release. But that's basically it right now. So okay, guys, have a great day, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask on the chat.